Oh man. Oh my gosh. Why? Why is it always like this? Why is there always, you had to catch the ball, make me lose my bet? What a jerk. I mean, honestly, who does that? Good thing it was only $10. Stupid light. Doesn't work. Boy, it's always something. It's always something. And it's always something with you guys. You guys have a serious problem. Can't that man grieve in peace? Can't he be sad about his light? I mean, my goodness, guys. Look at this. Look what I had to do. Just so that the light would evenly get onto my board. This is what happens when you don't have stuff ready for the next breakdown, I guess. But hey, while I got you here, we got some cool updates. I can show you some positivity for once. And if you guys can't tell, I'm joking. My light's really broken. I really did lose my bet. But hey, got my health, got my family, got eBay still for what that's worth, and got Poshmark. But before I show you, let me show you what cool stuff I got up here. Wife got me this for Valentine's Day. It's like a little mocha squishmallow with a fairy thing. I don't know, it just sits up here covering my very expensive Pokemon VHS tapes. Then over here, got some Hot Wheels. And I got me some Gundam Wing and Spartacus. If you're curious about Spartacus, guys, you didn't hear it from me. I got me some cool stuff up here. Got part of my board game collection here. I got some Pokemon stuff. So yeah. Oh, if you're curious, if you guys don't know, and you're an everything seller, look for this right here. This is one of the, I think, the second edition Settlers of Catan. I have two here, and they're about $150 a piece. Yeah, not too bad. All right, guys, I'll go show you what I found. Okay, now that I got you guys from being a creeper over there, and I showed you the cool stuff in my little listing corner, I will give you an update here. So, we're actually going to start on the good old Poshmark here. I'm nearly a week in, and I really wanted to just show you. I've had, I guess to really point out something. So the way I run my eBay business, I have, the higher end kind of stuff, but it's been pretty cool. Because I haven't really had to really transform how I list or how I source or anything like that, because pretty much whatever I'm picking up on eBay seems to have a pretty good comparison on Poshmark. The one negative I have found out, and I found this out pretty quickly with Poshmark, is they do not have good offers. People on Poshmark rarely send me an offer that I'm like, yeah, that's pretty good. Most of the time, it's really, really bad. For instance, I have a $100 pair of Carhartt pants, the vintage ones, that are like in pristine condition. Some guy offered me 10, and then I declined it, and he goes, "Would you take 20?" And I'm like, what are we just sourcing from another seller here? Like, come on, guys. So, and then the other really bad thing, and I wonder if I could show you, because I don't know how Poshmark handles this, to be honest with you. But you can see here, so I have this Mission Workshop. So here's a secret high-end brand for you guys, is Mission Workshop. You can see here, I got where's all my comments? Oh, because I reported one. Actually, I reported this. Every single person that sent this to me, I've reported it. So anyways, so it says, "Hello, I'm interested in your item, but completely occupied at work right now, as they have time to write this. Reach out to my son now and be ensured he's paying through Poshmark only. Thanks. And my response is, how about I don't? Stop scamming. Thank you. And the other guy had something similar, and I said, wow, what a great attempt to defraud someone. Please waste someone else's time. Thank you. I'm sure Poshmark doesn't look kindly to this, but you know what? It's not my first time in the rodeo. So, but anyways, you're not here to see the stupidity of people. You're here to see my success. Or are you? I don't think you are. I actually have no idea why you're here. Maybe you should let me know in the comments section why you're here, because I, for the life of me, don't even know why I'm here. So we're going to start here. We had this Patagonia item sell last week, and I've had this item for over a year, and it sold within a day on Poshmark. So count my lucky stars. I've already previewed these 4 here, but since then you can see I had this Lululemon shirt that I've had for 6 months sell within a day of me cross-listing it. These Whirlwind shorts, which in all honesty would have sold on eBay for right around the same cost. A bundle of items. If you guys are curious, I hope it doesn't show anything. It does not. That was me YOLOing there. I learned my lesson, guys. Don't at me with the don't show people's addresses. Way to dox your fellow viewers. Don't take me serious. I know you guys don't sound like that. That's just me trying to make myself feel better about doing that. But you can see here that I had a Mizzen and Main quarter zip, which should have sold on eBay. These had a pretty high sell-through rate at the time. Maybe it's dropped, but Mizzen and Main's a solid brand. But look, 2 Untuck It shirts with really low SKUs. I'm in, for reference, over 2,100 now. And bulk buy. He offered me, I don't know, what did he offer me? $70. And weird thing with Poshmark is they pay shipping already, so I don't have to pay the shipping. So what you saw, I made $58. Hell yeah, or 56 or whatever the hell it was. Some Duluth pants that sat in my store for a while sold for 21. This cool jacket, which also took about 5 months to sell for some ungodly reason. A Stio shirt for 29. This athletic jacket, which in fairness was getting attention on eBay, but no one was sending me any offers or nothing, so I don't know what the hell was going on there. Sold for 60, which was $10 off my listing price. And a couple pairs of cool shorts for women with Reco in them. Now, if you don't know what Reco is, it's like a really interesting technology. So like if you get lost under like a mudslide or avalanche or whatever it is, and the researchers will go over the area with this like sound system or something. I don't know. It pings off the technology and if it's equipped, and they can find you, hopefully in time, so that you learn that the Reco worked. But anyways, these have been sitting in my store since June. I thought these would have sold for sure. They sold to the same buyer for $25 a piece, so that's excellent. So you can see, guys, it works. Poshmark has been a very interesting surprise. I really am thoroughly surprised. I didn't think I was going to have any amount of success. And for clarity's sake, I'm going to show you, I only have 426 listings cross-listed. And now we're going to jump back to eBay. And so out of those 426, I have 716 on eBay. So I still have about, 240 or 50-ish to go. So anyways, but we're going to go here. So there's a couple changes, guys. I just really wanted to give you an update on my eBay, how it's performing, how the no promotions is going. And speaking of that, I've gotten a lot of questions about people. They're like, when you show your traffic, there's still promotions there. So are you just lying to us? No, I'm not lying to you. I feel like I've been really honest with the fact that I haven't promoted an item since August. And so today, what I decided to do this morning was to just go the nuclear route. And I just took all promotions off. I think there's 12 items that I can promote, but those must have offers or something, or I don't know. I'll have to go back in a day or so and see if I can get them all off. But you can see here, I mean, I only had 100 or so promoted items in my store prior to today, and you can see, I mean, like I was getting a good amount of promoted impressions, but now you can see I'm not. And then you go here to page views. I mean, I'm down. My external page views
is down. I mean, I think this is pretty much, if you're not doing the nuclear reset, I think this is pretty much on par with, I would say 90% of resellers, if not more. Um, I've had some really cool conversations with people who have actually had the best quarter four of their entire life. And, it's really awesome to listen to them talk about their business and how they actually use promoted listings as a tool as opposed to being reliant on them. And I think that is where promoted listings needs to be as we all grow and have a better understanding of what promoted listings is, how it works, where the impressions are coming from. I think those are all questions that we need to be asking ourselves. And more or less, I'm not promoting for multiple reasons. I just want to see if I can do it. That's pretty much one of the main reasons at this point, is just so I could be, I don't know, whatever you guys want it to be. You can tell me, if you want to, you can say, hey, look at this douchebag. He's not doing it. So promoteds are, you can use me an example of, he doesn't know what he's doing and he's losing a bunch of sales. And this is why promotions are needed in today's world. I'm fine with being that scapegoat. But I'd be also fine with promoting and getting more sales if that's honestly what would happen. I have spoken to some of you guys down in the comment sections who have used clothing stores and say, I promote at X amount and it seems to work for me. It's a way for me to manage certain aspects of the business. And I appreciate that. I appreciate you guys coming out and telling me that, hey, my experience and maybe your experiences aren't all equal. And that's a part of the global conversation that we need to have around promoted listings. So, you can see my graph here. You can see it's like it's just a nub. Um, I don't know. I expect my impressions to be under 1 million very soon, which I'm not sure if that's a good or a bad thing yet. Simply because I'm not sure if I need these non-search impressions or not, based on the items I sell and the sell-through rate that I target, which is 80% and higher. Um, you know, and guys, I really do need you guys, everyone, to think about how is your business running. The other reason I'm stopping promoting is because, one, I don't want to rely on it, and two, I really want to learn the ins and outs of eBay. And I think promoting your items kind of gives you a little bit of a lazy way to succeed. And I want to learn how to succeed without him. And, I feel like I'm on the brink of that. And I may not be. I could just be some crazy psychopath here on YouTube telling you guys that don't promote because it's the best way to go. And, what works for me may not work for you. It's like healthcare. What works for you may not work for me. And what works for you may kill me. And vice versa, unless you're an alien. But you can see, though, I might be getting a quarter four boost. I have no idea. But you can see, yesterday was kind of terrible. Did anyone else have a crazy Saturday? Because a Saturday I had such a wild day. It was like eBay gave me another middle finger. I mean, look at this thing. And it was like, oh, Friday, yeah, this is going to be a great week, and not. And then, boom, 574. This was awesome. And then Sunday came down to earth again. But I mean, it's like look at this bill middle finger. It's like, yeah, we'll give you sales for a day, but up yours, dude. And, I don't know how else to explain that. How else do you explain that? And then today's above average. I mean, today's been pretty solid too. But that leads me into the next thing I want to talk about, actually. So I had a comment, and I'm sorry, you know who you are. That was like, as we try to learn how to manipulate the algorithm to benefit us, and maybe benefit us organically or benefit us through the promoted listings, however you want to run your business is up to you. But at the end of the day, we all need to understand what goes into the algorithm, how to manipulate that algorithm. What is eBay wanting us to do? What is eBay not wanting us to do? Things like that. So we all got to kind of make it work, right? So one of the things that he had mentioned was going up here to marketing. And going over here to promotions. Where's my... I should have had this prepared already. Oh, you can see right here. So I have an active extra 20% off of 2 or more items. And you can see I've already had 2 sales. So, I mean, like, I couldn't believe it. Is this going to show too much? No. Can I... Oh my gosh, it's not going to do that. Today. There we go. Okay, you can see here. So these were the sales I had today. I had some Adriana Goldschmied pants. These are bread and butter. I list these at $29.97. I have so many of them. I sell at least 1 to 2 a week, so it's definitely worth it. But you can see here, my first full day with a coupon active. And typically I'll accept an offer at 20% off. That's why I did this. This person bought 2 items. These were 2 relatively newly listed items. That's perfect. But here's these hats. I've had these hats for a while. I mean, and look at the order quantity: 79.79 and 67.03. I mean, if you're struggling, guys, give this a chance. I'm running it through the end of December, and just to see the performance. And I might just do this because it gives the buyer an extra incentive to go buy something else in your store. So this kind of goes with Polish Pete's whole, like, upsell people. Like they used to teach that in retail. When I worked at Target, they'd be like, "Oh, when someone puts a toy, you help them put that toy in their cart. Ask them if they need the batteries. In fact, just go over and grab the batteries and stick it in their cart." And I was like, that's sleazy as hell. But anyways, it is basically the same thing. But yeah, so far I'm having a pretty good success with that. So that's really cool. So maybe try that out, guys, if you're having trouble with sales and maybe you want to get some extra brownie points with the eBay algorithm. I'm still doing the AI generated descriptions. And you know what's actually kind of cheating? Okay, so you're going to laugh at me about this one, guys. So one of the things I noticed, let me go back here to Vendu. Can I do it through? Can I just look at it? Yeah, here we go. Okay, so this is an item I listed today on eBay. Look, it carries over the AI generated description into Poshmark. So eBay, not only is eBay kind of making people want to cross list more, I'm not going to say it's the only way to succeed. I don't think that's true. But I think we can all admit that eBay's playing a part in making us do something else. And, I actually think that's for the best. I think we should all be diversifying at some point. And I'm willing to pay the $50 a month to do so. Because at the end of the day, Poshmark has already proven in a week to be at least a decent secondary option for now. Maybe it gets better. I don't do half the stuff on here. Like, I see people sharing my listings all the time, liking my listings all the time. I have no idea what any of that stuff is. To be honest with you guys, I don't have a lot of time to really maybe like master Poshmark. Like, I have a good grip on eBay. I don't have a master's grip on eBay, but it's just wild, and really all I ever do is just go into here, add likes to bundle, and it adds all these bundles, like it adds all my likers and what they have liked on, it bundles it all up, and then you can send a % off as an offer. And that's all I do. I do that like 2 or 3 times a day because you can do it on your mobile. That's all I do. It's very similar to eBay, I suppose. But yeah, I couldn't believe that when you go to Vendu, it brings it over too. I was kind of excited because on Poshmark, I know one of the things is they say to give a description of the item that is enticing. And the one thing I like about Poshmark as well is as I try to venture into more of the athletic side and pants side of women's clothing, there's a lot of young to middle-aged women who live on Poshmark, and it just has a completely different clientele in my opinion, and I've noticed that already. And so some things are selling, I can already tell, are getting more velocity on Poshmark than they are on eBay. And that just opens up a whole new line of customers that I don't have on eBay. So if I can somehow harbor Poshmark to become, I don't know, half of what I'm doing on eBay on a daily basis, I mean, that would be sweet. This might be the ticket to greater and better things. But before I let you go, guys, it's long enough. I'm hoping you're getting something out of it. Most of you have clicked off by the 7-minute mark. The last thing I really want to preview is I'm going to have a video coming out in a few days. I have my big thrift trip this weekend on Friday and Saturday, so I'm hoping to get this out probably by Thursday. If you go here to your traffic, review your traffic, there is a Margie, you know who you are. She gave me the permission to use her name. And she told me that she'd be happy if I can make a video about this active listings traffic report. And basically, she was telling me that you can actually see all of your active listings and the traffic that those listings are getting via promoted, organically, and where they're coming from. I did look into this a little bit, and it's actually kind of eye-opening, guys. I think there's a lot of key aspects to this that could be utilized as tools moving forward. One of those tools, or one of those research, I'm just a data person, so one of the research aspects to this is you can list items, and then you can kind of see, if you track it regularly, you can track how many listings you're getting, and I think they run it every 30 days or something. And so you can see, after an item's been listed for 30 days, is it getting any additional traffic? So this could be used to specifically target items that are getting 0 impressions, and then you can reset those and try to reset those. And then that builds into, then you know now what to pick up and what not to pick up. I mean, I think we can all feel that out. If you're worth your salt, you know what's selling, what's not selling. But I think this gives you a more accurate representation of what people are actually looking for. And the other nice thing is it does actually tell you down here what, we all see these, right? These external site views. It explains what those are. So you can go ahead and explore those, but I will be making a deeper dive video into it. So guys, tell me what you learned. Tell me if you think it's reasonable that my bet lost. And I'm telling you guys need to stop being creepers. I mean, I just wanted to grieve a little bit, okay? Wanted to cry, but I couldn't cry because you got to be a man. But hey, we still got this. We're making money in Q4. May not look like it. Definitely feels like it for once. But hey, subscribe, share my videos, comment below. Tell me how much of an idiot I am. And until the next time, rule the day.